The Serbian Parliament became a place of chaos. Smoke grenades were thrown, thick smoke filled the room. It was total pandemonium, shown live on TV across the country. Opposition members of parliament, their faces angry, threw the smoke bombs towards the government side. The air, filled with tear gas, became hard to breathe. This wasn't a discussion, this was a fight. The chaos showed how divided Serbia is. Months of anger at President Aleksandar Vučic's leadership had exploded. The thing that started it was the government trying to pass a new law about university funding. People against the law saw it as a trick to stop the protests, like putting a tiny bandage on a big wound. The government, surprised by this show of defiance, tried to get things back under control. Security rushed in looking serious to get everyone out. In all the chaos, a feeling of worry spread across the nation. This wasn't just another protest. This was something much more dangerous. This felt like a turning point. The chaos in parliament had serious consequences. 2 lawmakers were hurt in the fighting. One, Jasmina Obradović from the ruling Serbian Progressive Party, had a stroke. She was in critical condition. The image of her being rushed to the hospital looking pale and sick shocked Serbia. Obradovic's stroke became a symbol of the country's problems. It showed the human cost of this political crisis. The incident made the anxiety and uncertainty in the country even worse. The protests, which started after a sad train station accident that killed 15 people, had become a vote against Vučic's 10 years in power. People accused his government of corruption, incompetence, and being too controlling. For months, the streets of Belgrade had been filled with unhappy people. Students, teachers, farmers, everyone were angry at Vučic's government. The tragic train station collapse, which many believed could have been avoided if the government had been more careful, was the last straw. The protests were about more than just the train accident. They were about the deep corruption in Serbia. They were about the government not being honest or taking responsibility. They were about the loss of democracy and the silencing of opposing voices. The government's response to the protests only made things worse. Trying to say the protesters were working for other countries and trying to cause trouble didn't work. The more the government tried to silence people, the louder the opposition became. The government, shaken by what happened in parliament, fought back. They said that intelligence agencies from other countries were behind the unrest, trying to destabilize Serbia and cause a coup. These accusations, without any proof, didn't sound true to many people. Parliamentary Speaker Ana Brnabić, sounding a little nervous, confirmed the injuries in Parliament. She promised that Parliament would keep working, as if the chaos hadn't happened. But the damage was done. The smoke-filled room, the injured lawmakers, the accusations back and forth, they all showed a country on the edge. Protest leaders, encouraged by what happened, called for a huge rally in Belgrade on March 15th. It was set to be a big day, a showdown between a government trying to stay in power and people demanding change.